This week we are going to do a 68 Dodge Dart Hemi. I don't want you guys thinking that all we're going to do is Chevrolets. We're going to do everything. Hemi, we're going to do Dodge, we're going to do Ford, we're going to do Chrysler, we're going to do Plymouth, we're going to do Pontiac, Oldsmobile, everything. So, but this week is 68 Dodge Dart Hemi. It's a special edition box, 2-in-1 box from Revell. Again, another Revell kit. So this one has, on the box so far, it's showing me it's got 172 pieces. It's got great details. It's 8 inches in length and talks a little bit about it. So we've got a Hemi Thunder Pro Street, I guess. Let's call it Pro Street race car here. Quarter mile car, 1/8 mile car. And it also has an original 68 Dodge Dart Hemi, so you can build either version, I'm guessing. I have not opened the box yet. And we've got, looks like 2 different engines. You got the Hemi, the big Hemi, and this looks like a Hemi. Is that a Hemi, or it could be a 440? But we've got 2 different wheels, it looks like, and 2 different bodies that we can work on. I'm going to show you the video that we shot. It was at a car show of one of these Dodge Darts, and take a look at it. It's a really, really sweet ride. And when we come back, we will start the build. So enjoy the video, get excited, get yourself one of these kits from Revell. They're in stores now. I got this at, I think, Hobby Lobby, or I got it on Amazon. I don't remember. But check it out. Get one of these if you want. Watch the video of the real one. You can build the real one. You can build the race car. We'll figure out what we're going to do when we get back.
We thank our veterans and our troops for making days like this possible, folks, and kindly stand in attention for our casualties. And we'll go ahead and follow the numbers here on this drawing. This will be for a Nintendo game console with 620 classic games from yesteryear. We'll call the last 4 numbers of the ticket. The winner for the Nintendo 7243 7243.
So this is a 74 Dart. Obviously it is custom, it is not stock, but we can check out a whole bunch of modifications on it. The interior looks really awesome.
The last 4 digits, 7235. 7235.
the cutouts right there. So if you never saw what exhaust cutouts look like, this is an exhaust cutout. So what they do with this is a button inside. If you want to bypass your whole exhaust, if you're racing or you just want to be really loud or you need some extra horsepower, you just hit the cutout, and what it does is it blocks the exhaust from being used, and it comes straight off the headers, straight down the pipes and out. And if you notice, there's two cutouts under there. So there's two cutouts under there, and these exhaust cutouts can be used instead of using your exhaust system. They are very loud, but they're great to get performance, especially if you're going down the strip.
We have a gift basket from the fresh market. They're trying to provide the stores today.
So this has drum brakes in the back still. I think still has the original drum brakes. I'll tell you, the paint on this is just awesome. So the paint and the roof on this have been redone, but they are just beautiful. I love the hood.
We are not charging.
All right, guys, so the choice for this kit is either make the stock 68 Dodge Dart Hemi or the race car Dodge Dart Hemi. And so April is over there sitting. April, which one do we make? Do we make the stock one from like the showroom floor, or do we make the race car?
The red one.
The race car?
Yeah.
All right, guys, you heard her. We're making a race car. So that's just what it is. I didn't want to make the decision, so we're making, it's actually orange, but we're going to make the orange race car. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see what we got. So we've got a tire tree that's got the standard rubber tires on it, and we've also got two big drag slicks. Now the drag slicks, drag slicks say, what do they say on there? I don't know what they say on there. I can't really read it. It says Race Maker. So Race Maker brand, and these are just Revell standard no-name tires. We have those. We've got our glass that shows it's got the corner glass for the front window. We've got the rear window glass. We've got the windshield, back window, headlights. So the first Peter White, we've got an engine block here. It looks like a dual quad Hemi manifold. We've got a hood here for hood pins. We've got the scoop that goes over this, the dual carburetors, the Hemi heads. So this is a Hemi racing engine. We've got a set of headers, parts of a roll cage. There's the fire extinguisher roll cage. We have the rear differential cover, firewall, springs, more parts for the roll cage, side pipes right here, and I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what that is. Maybe for the back end, I'm not sure. We've got the floor. So floor here. We've got 4 small red lights in our clear amber support. We've got a second floor here. This one is for the race car. Looks like it doesn't have any rear end in it. Probably has the wheel tubs. You also have a second chassis right here, and another firewall, some front end parts and brakes, the other brakes, and I guess they're pedals right there. Oh no, okay, they're shocks, air shocks, radiator. We've got, this looks like the front end if you're building the race car, because that would go with that one. We've got the dual quad manifold again, another manifold here, another fan belt there, oil pan, transmission pan, another set of heads. Here's a full exhaust system, another set of exhausts. So I guess these are just your standard exhausts. And we've got another differential here with the cap and the gearing. Then we have another tree, lots of trees. Look at this pile. We've got the interior here. We've got dashboard. I don't know what this is. This is dashboard cover, maybe? Not sure. We'll figure that out. We've got the hood for the stock version, steering column, steering wheel, fan, performance air cleaner at the top there, and regular drive shaft there. We have another engine block right here, and we have another. This interior is for the stock vehicle. There's the stock seats, seat backs, wheel for the back of the wheels. There's your brake and gas pedal, shocks or struts rather, and like I said, another engine block. And then we have the body, which is, I remember when I was a kid, my grandfather had one of these. It was baby blue. It was not a Hemi, obviously. It was just a baby blue 6-cylinder. I think I took my driver's license in it. I'm not sure. But it was baby blue 2-door. And God, it had like the moon hubcaps. It was really, really a stock vehicle, all light baby blue. Anyway, but this is the body. And then we've got, so now we have, let's see, we've got a set of Krager SS wheels here. We've got, this is on the chrome, we've got the 2 carburetors, the back lights with bumper. We've got the Hemi heads, the other Hemi valve covers, headlights are there, and then these are the deep wheels right here. So you've got for the big wheel tubs for these that are going to fit on that. So that's nice. We've got a really nice set of Kragers and a nice set of just aluminum, probably American Racing maybe, not sure, but really nice aluminum racing rims. We're still not done. Yep, this was a heavy box. This is a very heavy box, but Revell makes great models. We all know that. They are the top of the line. They used to call it the Cadillac of models, but I don't know if they do anymore. Now we have another, let's see. So this is the back. So what is this? So you've got, is this the, one of them is the back. So this is a back one, and this is a back one. So we've got 2 different rear bumpers with lights. Front bumper, another set of rims. These are like the stock hubcaps, so that's even cooler. So these are stock, the standard Dodge, Chrysler rally rims. And what else have we got on here? We've got all kinds of things. We got the center console. We've got valve covers for the non-Hemi engine. I guess that's the 440. And some trim pieces, windshield wipers. Got your mirrors. So we got all kinds of stuff in here. Door handles are going to be here someplace. license plate holders. So these, the gas cap right there. So we've got a ton of parts for this kit. And we've got these awesome Hemi Thunder graphics, and if we paint the car, we could paint it yellow, we could paint it orange, we could paint it whatever color we want. But we have these full body racing Hemi Thunder decals that can go on. We've got the decal for the air cleaner, a whole bunch of other small body details. The decals for the stock dashboard, radio, I think some other gauges are here. And then we have Krager, Valvoline, got this for the window, which is pretty cool. Like somebody put chalk on the window. So we got the red lines to go on the tires or the rims if we want to do that. Her shifter, Fram, what's this? Purchase from Country Dodge in Illinois. So that's pretty cool. And then 426 cubic inches and Dodge. And then this, we've got white and black stripes if we just want to do the basic version, which would look like this. So we have the little back end stripes there in black and white. And we also could do this version right here. All right, so in front of me, I've got total bunch of engine parts here. I've got engine parts here, engine parts here. And on the directions, we can build the 426 or the 440. And I believe they're two complete engines if I'm reading this and watching the directions correctly. I'm going to build them both. So I'm going to get started putting the engines together and probably some other sub-assemblies. Hey guys, so we're going with the dragster. So if you look inside the body, we have to cut out. It tells you right here that you need to cut it out. And the nice thing is that I cut that side already. It shows you exactly, if you look, if you could see, I don't know if you could see it here. All right, so you have to cut this out. It shows you. So on the inside, if you see right here, it shows where you need to cut out if you're building the dragster version. If you're not, you keep it. But we're building the dragster version, so we are going to have to cut. So I'm just making some small test cuts. They actually have, if you could see in there, you could see where they already show you where you need to cut. And what I'm doing is cutting tabs, because if you cut the tab, it's a lot easier to cut this. So like I said, we're doing the dragster version. So now you can use a Dremel if you want to use a Dremel, or you can just do what I'm doing. I have a Dremel. I just don't feel like going, to be honest with you, I don't feel like going and getting it. So, and it doesn't take much. They actually have the plastic is thin at that point. You can even, once you do the tabs, you can bend it over like this and it'll just come off. Look at that. See, it just comes right off. So, and then we just come in here and just trim. And then I'll just take some sandpaper and sand those wheel wells. And we've got both wheel wells done. So. All right, guys, so I have the sub-assemblies done. I've got our car body with the wheels cut out like we were supposed to, sanded, with the firewall, brakes, and radiator support in it. I've got our interior with the roll cage. I have the shortened rear end for the drag slicks. Not putting them on all the way. And I don't have the shocks on there because I want to paint the shocks. They're over here. We have the seats with the seat backs, the hood with this hood scoop. We have two engines. We've got the 440 and the Hemi. We have the steering column right there. We've got the big drag slicks that we clear coated so that they'll look better. I'm going to paint these up with the black accent, line accent. So this stuff is ready to go. There's not a whole lot left. These parts here, it's a pretty simple model kit. This will go, this will go here. That goes in there. So I like the fact that it's a simple kit, not a whole ton of pieces. But we're gonna do that. The headers, these are gonna be painted chrome, and this will be body color. I don't know if I should do the inside, if this should be steel or aluminum colored with just the seats, or if I should paint this. I'm leaning towards just aluminum color and then paint the roll cage, paint the pads on the roll cage black, and then just put in two seats that are black and do the dashboard black. But I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and get the paint. polished metallic because I'm going to do the whole interiors if it's polished metallic. Hey guys, so we're back. We've got a lot of the sub-assemblies done. I don't have the seats in here. They're painted. They have like a really nice gloss black that I used. All the paints that I use for the most part are Rust-Oleum or Krylon. So this is a Rust-Oleum black. This is the gloss black Rust-Oleum, and I did so they kind of look like leather. And then this here is a really nice color. I like it. It's called Rust-Oleum Polished Metallic. Right here, Rust-Oleum Polished Metallic. And it's a really nice color. So I did that. I painted that with the roll bar that way. I put painted the pads on the roll bar. I put the shifter in, painted the shifter knob. I've got the pedals in, and of course the fire extinguisher. Then we'll put the door panels up. I haven't detailed those yet. Have not detailed the dashboard yet. And then these are the visors that go up in the car above. I believe that's what it is. Pretty sure that's what it is. So that's what they look like. I built both engines. So inside the frame right now is the Hemi. This is a 440 right here. And we have all the parts for the 440 as well as for the Hemi. Some are painted orange, and orange just takes a while to dry. It's tacky for about a day. So orange right now, which is like the body over here. Orange is the body. It's still a little tacky. We've got the shroud in, we've got the radiator support in, painted the brakes, put the brakes in, painted that. Everything else is just waiting to dry, but I think that's gonna look really cool. We did cut the wheel wells out, and just like in a real pro street race car, if it's a little rough, it's okay. It can be a little rough instead of sanding it perfect, because a lot of guys, they just cut the sheet metal. Now here is we've done the panel line accent color on the grill. I don't know if you could tell, but you should be able to. We also used the panel line on the funnel stacks that are going to go on top of the dual quads for the Hemi right here. I'm going to put those on a little bit. We have the belt for that. We've got the alternator put on. So this is the Hemi. We took the tires and we sanded the tires down. I love, and we also used the panel line accent in here. So what I did was I painted these with a matte clear, the matte clear from Rust-Oleum. And then these were chrome. I painted them with the matte clear chrome, and then I used the panel line accent color here on these and let them dry. I did them yesterday, so we're going to use these. And then I sanded, and I think I'll show you how I sanded these down so that they kind of look like they're used, because they just look so much cooler that way. And the engine, this is the Hemi. It's just sitting in there. So this is the Hemi with the headers on it. I haven't finished the top yet. I'll finish that in a little bit. So the cool thing with this car kit is it comes with both a Hemi and a 440. Of course, painted Hemi orange. And then here is the rear end with the shocks on it. And this is a shortened rear. It has a full rear as well that came with the kit, but this is just about ready to go. So that one is sitting there. We've got the pipes ready. So it's really right now just a matter of the tackiness of the orange paint. And I'll show you this over here. Let me pull this over. Here is the hood, and it right now is currently drying as well. Yeah, there's a little flaw here or there, but that's going to look really nice. I was thinking of doing the hood black and do an offset, but then I thought I'm just going to do it the way it's on the box. I want to build this like the box. So there's nothing on here that wasn't included in the box. And we also have the air cleaner over there that's drying in orange. We've got the battery right here. We've got the power steering unit. I think that's a power steering unit. It really looks like one to me. And it goes where the power steering unit goes. We've got the two side pipes that'll go underneath. We've got a drive shaft that is drying right now, and the hoses. So we still have a couple chrome pieces over here. We have the glass that's just waiting to go in. We haven't put the glass in yet. And then of course you have all the chrome here. And so this chrome, this is cool because this has a center console. I'm not using a lot of the chrome pieces in the race car version, but I have a ton. Look at all this stuff that's still left over. I mean, you got a ton of stuff left over in this one, including 2 tires and a set of rims. So you have a lot of pieces for the part box with this one. It's really cool. I think it's going to look really, really neat. So anyway, that's what we're doing right now, is just waiting for stuff to dry. And so we're going to let this sit overnight. Tomorrow morning, this will be nice and hard, and we'll go ahead and finish. So I'm just kind of test fitting stuff right now. Nothing's attached, but just making sure that, so that's the Hemi, and then this will fit over that. And I'm still waiting on the body there to dry. It's not tacky anymore, but it'll be ready by tomorrow. I painted it this morning. All right, so I'm going to use these gel pens. This is one, it's a medium gel metallic. There was like 2 for $3 at Hobby Lobby. And they're just really good for doing chrome details that are really small. Guys, so this is where we're at. I'm repainting the hood that's over there because I touched it and I had to get rid of a blemish. So we've got the 440, we've got the Hemi, we've got all the bumpers ready, we've got the rear bumper, this is painted, we've got to put this in, which is the power, or the steering column and the battery go in here. This is the body. We've got these awesome rims and tires that came out great with the panel line accent color that we did. So this panel, I just love these wheels. They look so cool. So we matte finished them and then used the panel line. So here's the interior. All I have to do is put in the steering column and the seats. We've got the headliner painted in here. Then we have the exhaust system, the drive shaft, and here is the chassis right now. So when you see it next, we'll have it together. We'll have everything but the body on it, and we're almost there. If you look, I had to sand the hood back down. I wet sanded it with this paper, 600 wet dry, put it underwater, wet sanded, because up here in the corner, I touched it too fast and I put a big old thumbprint there. So now that I did that and I sanded it, I'm thinking, you know, now's my chance. If I want to paint this hood black, now's when I should paint it black. And I think I'm going to paint it black. I kind of like the looks of black hoods, and so I'm going to do, instead of doing, because here's what it looks like. So there's what it looks like orange. And that's cool, but it's pretty Dukes of Hazzard to me. No offense, I love the Dukes of Hazzard, but it's not the General Lee. So I think I'm going to paint this a flat black. I now have glued down the interior. There's underneath. So I got the headers. Whoops. All right, so I got the headers. The engine is glued in. Drive shaft is in. And we just glued down the interior. Got my nice leather seats in there. Got the black leather door panels. We've got the nice black dashboard with the original steering wheel. It's got a little tachometer that's on it. And then we've got our shifter here. It's got steel. He took the rugs out because, you know what, you don't need rugs. You don't want rugs in case there's a fire. And, you know, he's got his pads on the roll cage and everything there. So we're just getting ready. We're going to let that dry for a minute. And when we come back, we're going to have the body on there. We're going to have the tires and the wheels on there. We're going to have the grill on there. Yeah, it's going to be, and we will then glue in the carburetors, the dual quads on it, and finish the whole thing up. Meanwhile, we've got the 440 engine here, which we can use anywhere we want, on an engine stand or in some diorama somewhere down the road, or if we get a car that's got a 6-cylinder in it and we want to put a 440. See, that's why we use the white glue. If you use white glue, then you don't really have to worry. If you get a little bit of glue on the glass, you can wipe it right off. And I do that all the time. All right, so this only goes to the door. Glass in, and I suck at glass. I really do. I'm glad. That's why I use Elmer's glue. So I use this. People use Hodgepodge. It's all basically the same stuff. It's clear. And son of a bitch. So I've got the body on the frame, and we don't have the back one yet. We'll get that on. I don't have the front pieces on yet. But yeah, that Hemi, yeah, like in real life, that Hemi is just like shoved in there. That's crazy. So yep, that's what it looks like in real life too. So I'm glad I actually glad I went with the black hood. I like that. All right, guys, a couple things. When you make this model, the trim for the hood goes underneath the hood. It doesn't go in front of it or anything else. It looks like it should go in front with a lip, but it really doesn't. It just kind of lays on the edge of the hood. And then the other issue, there's been a couple fitting issues here. The other issue is that the body, the front, if you try to push in the grill and just put it in there and lay it in there, it pops out. It's so tight it actually pops out. So what I've had to do is, as you can see, put some clamps on here. Hopefully they will hold it while the tube glue dries. So that's really at this moment what's going on. But yeah, and so there's a couple, if you notice on the paint here, there's a couple spots that I got some black paint on from the glue and some other things, which I don't normally ever have that issue. But this orange paint is so soft, it's been drying for 2 days. But it is absolutely so soft that it's very hard. It's just been a little bit of a mess. The nice thing is we're going to be using the decals, and these are full body decals. See the full body decals here? So we're going to use the full body decals, and they're going to look like this. So I'm not too concerned with where they are, because honestly they'll be covered by the decal. But I would be a lot more alarmed if it wasn't getting a decal on it, a big giant decal like that. So right now it's basically mocked up. The wheels are not on, they're pretty loose. I'm just letting the body, so we have the front, we have the back on. We're just gonna let this sit for the next couple hours, and then we will finish up the engine, clean up the white glue off the windshield with a Q-tip, and then probably start putting on the decals. There we go. So that looks, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with this black hood. I really am. I think it totally makes the car. I've seen so many Mopars that have this black hood on it, from Cudas to Chargers to Challengers. If I owned this car, I would have a black hood on it like this, a flat black. So when we put the future polish on here, the pledge, the future, at the end, after everything's on, we will not change. We will keep this flat black. All right, so here we are. Don't worry, the glass, I got to clean it off with water, because there's a little bit of glue smudge on there, but that's Elmer's glue, so it's no big deal. But here we go. This is the 68 Dodge Dart Hemi. This is the 440 that came with it that we also built. And we did cut open the wheel wells. So we did cut the wheel wells open. Don't worry about little black smudges here. I would fix them if in fact they were going to be seen, but they won't be, because we have a ton of decals to put on this thing. I painted the hood black. The box showed orange. I love the black. And in fact, if I get this light correct, there you go. Quads. Oh, there we go. If you look through the scoop, you could see the dual quads in there. And then if we take the hood off, there's our Hemi. So there's the Hemi right there. And it is done. The battery is over here. I didn't put the battery in because if this was a race car, you would put the battery in the trunk. Inside there, that light might be a little too bright, but you can see the shifter, you can see the roll cage, you can see the fire extinguisher that's in there, the dash, you can see the door panels. So I did not put the side vent windows in the back, or the side windows here. I actually was going to put them on, and when I tried to put them on, it was just a lot of issues, and that's where all the glue marks came from. So now I got to clean the windows with the glue. But yeah, so I just was like, you know what? He's got a race car. He doesn't want the windows to be broken by something on the track. If you've ever been to a track day, and if you look at some of our videos, I actually go to a couple race tracks for track day with some of the junkyard and barn find videos that are not models. A lot of times all the windows are down. These windows are going to be down. They're not going to have them up because that just creates a giant balloon back there. A giant, you know, area to just grab the air. So they're going to put them down if they can. A friend of mine races a 64 Revell, which is a similar body style to this, and he drag races it all the time, and he always has all the windows down. So, so we're just going to put the hood back on, and now we're going to put the decals on. So here's the decal sheet that we're going to put on. So we're going to use these decals. We're going to use all the racing decals. We're not going to use the red lines. We're not going to use these. We'll keep these for another day. But we're going to definitely use the full body ones, the Hemi Thunder, the hoods. These are for the hood, latches, everything, all this stuff. Cherry Bombs, Valvoline, Krager, Fram, Hurst, Champion, purchased from Country Dodge. So yeah, we're gonna have all this stuff on here. Alright guys, so at this point, all we're going to do is put on the trim pieces of chrome. Once we put on the trim pieces of chrome, then we will put on the pledge, and then it will be done. So we're going to put on these chrome trim pieces, and then we're done. Put future on all the shiny parts, but the hood, I'm going to use this matte clear. So you do have to, with these full body decals, you do have to cut, or at least I do. You want to cut where the door seams are with an X-Acto knife, because the doors do open on this car, and so there would be a break in the paint. So it's real simple. You just follow the crease. There you go. That's all you gotta do. So we put the door handles on. We've painted the GTS using our gel pen. Gel pen right here. So we've done the lettering there. We did the little silver notch around the fuel tank. We're not going to put mirrors on this because it's a race car, and a lot of times guys take the mirrors off. We didn't put a rear view mirror in for the same reason. Batteries in the back. We did put windshield wipers on because people do. Because people will have windshield wipers on race cars. All right, so this is what it looks like. So we sprayed the flat on this hood. So this hood is done. We are not putting any, we put the flat on here. So now all we have to do is put future/pledge, which used to be called future, on the car, and actually on my engine that I built as well. So we're gonna put that on. We'll let that dry, and then we'll be back with the finished. So all you do is we're just gonna put some of this in here. A little bit more. And then you just put this over the whole car. That's it. You're gonna put it over the windows, put it over the decals, put it over the tires. It might cloud up the windows, or it might cloud up a chrome part, like for a couple minutes, or maybe like an hour while it dries, but it will dry clear, so don't worry about it. But this is what gives all the show models, or the models that you see online or on the model boxes. This is how they get that really, really good shine to them. And this used to be called Future, but Johnson & Johnson changed its name a year or two ago. And so now it's known as Pledge Revive It. It's about $6 a bottle at Walmart, or about $30 a bottle if you try to buy it on eBay. People are just ripping people off on that eBay thing. I mean, I buy a lot of model kits off eBay. I'm just gonna paint this one up too. But yeah, if you don't do your homework, then you'll be buying stuff off eBay because you're like, oh, they don't make Future anymore. Yeah, they do. They just changed the name to Pledge Revive It. And if you don't believe me, then go ahead and look. You can go ahead and look online and go to the, I guess, Johnson & Johnson, and they'll tell you. So anyway, we'll let that dry for a couple minutes. By the way, for something like this that has these really, really big long decals on the side, this is really almost a necessity. Don't worry about streaks or anything. It will dry flat. It is a floor wax, so it will dry flat. There we go. And I did add the little 426 Hemi stickers on here because the guy calls it Hemi Thunder. He's going to be proud of his Hemi. And since we didn't paint the hood, since here we painted this orange, and it would normally be up there, but you can't see because they only have the black stickers, I put it right there. because that's what I would do if it was my car and it was real. All right, we'll be back with the final reveal. All right, so here it is, the final reveal. I think this came out really nice. I just loved it. So it came out just like I wanted it to. I love that I went with the black hood instead of the body color hood. The only issue that I see, and you guys may see this as well, is there's a little gap that's coming. For some reason, the interior wall on this side gapped, and it didn't sit correctly. But that's, to me, you know, this isn't, like I said, I don't make these models for concourse. I'm just making them to show you what you can do out of the box. So here's the box art right there. As I said, so you get the two engines. So that's the box art. Like I said, I didn't want to make my front end as dark as that did there, but I did want to do the hood black because I just think it's cool and it's my model and I can do what I want. I left the side windows down, so he has the side windows up in his. But other than that, I think this came out pretty awesome. You can see the engine inside just like you can with theirs. And April said she didn't like the green one. She liked it, but she wanted to do the orange one because it's a head turner, and I really think it is a head turner. So it came out, like I said, really nice. Really happy with it. It's an easy model to build, guys. I would say I probably spent a total of about 6 hours on it. But because of the orange paint, it did take like 3 days because the orange paint is takes a long time to set. So anyway, happy with it. Let me take the hood off. Very happy with it. Happy with the engine. Happy with both engines actually. And really like the graphics on this one. So glad we went with the orange. There's a little fit issue right there. That's no big deal to me. Like I said, here's the big fit issue right there. But I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it just, when I pushed it up, I didn't notice that there was a fit issue there with the inner walls. I think I was more worried about the glass, the side glass. That's probably where I was pushing it in because it fit tight, but then I was playing so much with this side glass that I finally said I'm done with it. And so I probably pushed it in at that time. But anyway, I think it's a really awesome looking model and I would highly recommend it. And it went well with our video today. So stay tuned for the next one. If you like this kind of thing, please subscribe. Please ring the bell if you want to know when these are. They're Model Mondays. I try to put them up on Monday. Sometimes I'll put them up on a Sunday if they're done. But they go up normally on Monday. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you for watching. And as always, please hit the button to subscribe. Hit the bell to like. Put some comments in there. And I will see you next time. Check out our other videos that are of real cars as well as Model Mondays. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.